everybody, to Henry's Tattoos. I'm going to show you how to make chicken pad thai. Let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is soak our noodles. Now in my case I'm using the Chang's brand pad thai rice noodles. I've used a few different brands in my time and I find these are the best ones. Now this one here is 250 grams. This would be enough for around 4 portions. My recipe is going to be either for 2 people or 1 big size portion, so we only need half. So just carefully break that, just like that, not into too many pieces. And as for this other half, we'll just put it back into the bag and seal it up. And all we need to do is top this up with boiling water. Simple as that. And all we really need to do is leave this for about 10 minutes. I'm just going to break it up a little bit with a pair of tongs, just so it's spread out nicely. There we go. So we'll leave it for 10 minutes. Alright guys, so we're at the 10-minute mark now. As you can see, they're nice and soft and tender now. So we're just going to give it a quick mix around just to break it up. And all we're going to do is drain this now. Okay, just like so. Perfect. So we're going to let this sit at room temperature now while we start working on everything else. Okay guys, so for this recipe I've got all the ingredients we need in front of me here, just to make it easy to work with because we need to work fast with this. So firstly we've got our noodles here, which we obviously soaked and they're ready to use. Just over here we've got 2 crushed garlic cloves, 2 sliced lemon wedges, that's going to be for garnish, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, some crushed peanuts for garnishing, 1 cup of bean sprouts, a 1/4 cup of sliced spring onions, 2 eggs, I've just whisked these, about 150 grams of sliced chicken breast. So I'm doing chicken with mine, but you can do this with shrimp if you like, you can do it with beef if you like, you can do it with vegetables if you like, that's completely up to you. About 100 grams of sliced or diced tofu here, I'm using firm tofu. We've got some tamarind puree, fish sauce, oyster sauce, and some peanut oil. So the first thing we're going to do is actually get our sauce ready. So to get our sauce ready, I'm just going to grab a small bowl here, and to this we'll add 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. And to this we'll add about 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. And we'll add our brown sugar to this as well. And finally we'll add about 2 tablespoons of our tamarind paste. Just like so. So we'll mix this all together. Just like so. So our pad thai sauce is ready. So let's move on to our stove now. Alright, so just into a large pan on a medium to high heat, we'll start by adding about 2 to 3 tablespoons of our peanut oil. Now you can of course use a wok for this. I'm doing it in a pan just to show that you don't need a wok for this. You can do it with any equipment you have. And we want to get that oil nice and hot. Alright, so we're going to start by adding in our chicken. So if you're feeling confident, you can toss the pan like that, but don't go burning your house down. You have to remember, in the restaurant I have a high ceiling, so it's a very low chance of that happening. Okay guys, so once our chicken has browned like that, we'll add it to the side like that. And I'm just going to add in another tablespoon of our peanut oil into the pan. And we're just going to add our eggs here. And we want to start scrambling it, so just go into a figure 8 motion like that. So once it's about, say, 70 to 80% cooked like that, start mixing it together. And at this point we'll add in our bean sprouts, along with our tofu. Toss those together. Now let's add in our garlic. And we're going to add in our sauce at this stage. So I'm going to add in a tablespoon of our crushed peanuts now, and we'll save the rest for garnish. And you can go ahead and add in our spring onions now. And finally our noodles. All we're going to do is toss this all together. So guys, what you want to do is continue cooking this for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, just to let everything come together and for our noodles to get all that sauce in, which it's doing right now, as you can see, and the aroma is just fantastic. Alright, that's looking good. Let's go ahead and turn the heat off and let's serve. So guys, as for garnish, I'm going to go the traditional lemon way, or you can add lime if you prefer, that's up to you. And I'll sprinkle about a tablespoon of peanuts on top and about a teaspoon of crushed coriander. That is optional, that's up to you. And just how amazing does that look? Okay guys, and that was my take on a pad thai. So in my case I did make it with chicken, as I said. You can of course do it with shrimp, beef, vegetables, tofu by itself, anything you like. That's truly amazing. As you know, I love my Asian food. I'll see you all next time.